Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Poly Plus and More equals Us. This week we have a really silly and funny episode. We're talking about pickup lines. This was actually really fun just to talk about because, I mean, even though it's silly, it's all something we've encountered. We've all either tried them or have them used on us, and I don't know, it was a really fun and funny conversation. But before we get into that, we are going to have a guest on the show next week. We've never had a guest before, so I'm really excited to share this with you. So stick around to the end of the episode and you'll find out who's going to be on next week. All right. I guess without further ado, here we go. Let's talk about pickup lines. All right. Today we are talking about pickup lines. Yay!
Such a fun topic.
Yeah, well, it is. It's funny. It's a funny topic. So, pickup lines, do they work? Do they not? What are some pickup lines that either we've used or have been used on us? Like, let's just have some fun talking about pickup lines. So, why don't you kick us off since you have more experience with them?
I guess just to, state my final opinion right off the bat. I definitely do not think pickup lines work.
Oh, okay.
Just from personal experience and from seeing friends try.
Yeah.
I think if they're playful and just almost vague enough, they can work.
Yeah.
But if you try to get too specific and
Yeah.
it seems too much like a pickup line.
Yeah.
It's girls will just pick it up immediately. Women can just pick it up immediately and know
Yeah.
you're just trying too hard. Or you're just not confident enough to just go talk to them normally.
Yeah.
And that's the main kind of underlying message you're sending.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for me, I think the best way I've ever approached a woman and that I've seen friends do it is just to be situational funny, point out something that you're observing, like you're both experiencing or observing.
Mm-hmm. Like what?
In the moment. I don't know, it's tough because it's so in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can't think of a good example right now.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe if I think of it, I'll get back to it.
Yeah.
But just, let's say, I don't know, say someone's behaving in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Say there's another, say you're at a bar and there's someone else there and they're just they're acting and I don't know, almost obnoxious or
Yeah.
they're acting just really drunk or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, you could walk up and just make a sly joke about them or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know, it's hard for me to come up with it right now off the top of my head, but
yeah, I know what you mean.
just say something in the moment where it's haha, that was funny, but I know you're not using a line, but what you said was funny because
Yeah.
I just saw it right there.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, say something about, what's happening right then and there. Yeah, in your environment or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like for the most part, yeah, pickup lines definitely don't work. They're just cheesy and they're stupid and yeah. But every once in a while, and it's like you said, every once in a while they'll work if they're just vaguely funny, and it's also definitely about the confidence behind it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because especially if you're using a really cheesy pickup line, but it's cheesy and that's the point, then I might think it's funny because I know you're not being serious. Yeah. It's all about the delivery and the intention and energy behind it.
I think that's 100% of what it is.
Yeah.
You could almost just talk gibberish, but if you're like, there's like
Yeah.
a confidence and like, I don't know, just like a playfulness behind like
Yeah.
how you're coming across, it could work.
Yeah.
I
Like
mean,
if you
I've
try and
even
use a
seen that
pickup
with
line and you're
someone.
trying to be serious, then it's like, oh God,
Yeah.
you know, like you're trying way too hard.
Yeah.
But if you're using a pickup line and you're being like silly and just playful, then it's like, yeah, that's like opening, like more opening for me. Like, oh, you're being silly and playful. Okay, let me be silly and playful back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas like if you're trying like to be serious and then yeah, it's like, oh God, you're trying so hard. Like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Yeah, but it's also, yeah, it's kind of like their seriousness and like their insecurity is also just kind of like
Yeah.
getting pushed onto you, and it makes you like cringe a little bit. Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
Exactly. Yeah. That's
yeah,
exactly
that's tough because it's like
it.
the guy's like he's trying.
Hmm.
He doesn't quite know what to do, but he's like still trying. So it's like I feel bad also at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think it's gonna like attract a woman, but
Yeah.
I know you're trying, and it probably takes quite a bit of courage to muster up to just walk over and say that.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, but yeah, there are things to be learned.
Yeah. Definitely.
But I was gonna say, oh, so like even just like it was so interesting because I feel like just like how you say something, or just like the the confidence or like the energy you give off as a guy is like so important.
Yeah.
Because one time, one of you've heard this story, I've told the story many
Oh,
times.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what story you're
So
gonna say.
I had a friend. We were in San Francisco. We went out. It was after Beta Breakers, and we were just.
What is Beta Breakers?
So that's like the it's technically like a 5 or 10K,
Oh, okay.
but it's really just like a giant block party, or like
okay.
it's like not even a block. It's like citywide party in
Yeah.
San Francisco where like a bunch of people just dress in costume.
Oh, okay.
Most people don't even run it. They just dress in costume and like wander the streets and just like
yeah.
drink and just be silly and have fun.
Okay, got it.
And there's usually like a lot of like funny, ridiculous costumes.
Yeah.
Some are just like people are just like almost like fully nude. They're just like
Yeah. It's San Francisco.
in San Francisco, yeah. So like we had been drinking all day.
Yeah.
And then we went out to a bar and like drank more.
Mm-hmm.
And so like we were all just like super drunk. But one of my friends was just like probably blacked out at that point, not even able to function. But he saw a girl he was attracted to, and he walked over to her.
Mm-hmm.
I think he put his arm around her. He just like leaned in, like he was gonna like say something sweet.
Yeah.
And like smiled, and then like gibberish just came out. And me and another friend were like by him, and he just like mumbled nonsense. He was just like, blah, blah, blah. And we're just like, what? Oh, like we gotta go save him.
Yeah.
But then we walk over there, and like the girl's like kind of leaning in, like almost like she's into it. I mean, she was probably super drunk also.
Yeah.
But like the fact that even like somewhat
worked
and like didn't totally creep the girl out, I was like, okay, like
yeah,
there's kind of something to this whole, it's like it's how you say something, not like what you say.
Yeah, it's like the confidence behind it.
And that was almost just like an extreme proof of it working.
Yeah. I mean, it also could have been that she was on the same level of drunk, and so they were just
that was probably a big part of it too. But
still,
she like responded positively to it. So
yeah.
It's like they're both at like a very base instinct level. They're so drunk, and it's like it's working.
Yeah. But yeah, it's about like the energy behind it and like the confidence behind it.
Yeah,
essentially.
And I'm pretty sure he kept going, and like it wasn't just like a less than a minute thing. Like it was going for like, I think eventually started forming some words, but it went on for at least 5 minutes, and then
yeah,
I don't know. I think one of them, I think she might have like even like started falling asleep or something.
Oh my god,
like, it was pretty bad.
Oh god, okay. Now it's just bad.
Yeah. At that point, we're like, okay.
Yeah, time to go.
You guys are both done.
Yeah.
Say bye, or say whatever you think is bye.
Yeah, in your gibberish language,
yeah.
And let's go.
Say your gibberish bye. Let's move on. But yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
But it was also proof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I remember for me personally, that was also a hard thing. Like, I would get so in my head and so nervous when I was first single after having dated someone for 5 years. Like, I was just so nervous.
Yeah.
I put so much pressure on myself to, like, say something, like, clever or witty or funny. Like,
Yeah.
I would go up and, like, I'd have this, like, line, either a pickup line or just something that, like, I had rehearsed in my head, like, that I was going to say.
Yeah.
And I would try so hard to, like, memorize it and, like, say it, like, properly that I wasn't giving off, like any, like, positive energy or, like, really any confidence.
Or any of you.
Any of me. It was just, like, me reciting something and, like, not wanting to mess it up. Like, I was so afraid of, like, messing it up and, like, looking stupid.
Yeah.
That I just wasn't, like...
being yourself.
I wasn't being myself or giving off any, like, positive energy.
Yeah.
Or, like, playfulness or anything. I wasn't giving off anything. There was, like, no emotion there. It was just, like, a
Here's
recital
the
or
line.
something, yeah. And maybe, like, a smile. But it was, like... I mean, yeah, just that.
Yeah, so forced.
And every woman could, like, pick that up and, like, know
Totally.
that. It's like, dude, like, I know you're just, like, trying to say this and, like, it's just not coming off, like, attractive at all.
Yeah.
And so it was tough, but it was a good learning experience. Like, but it was interesting because I kind of already knew about that. It's more of, like, what you say than what you say, but I was so, like...
How you say than what you say?
Yeah. Sorry, did I mix that up?
Yeah, you said what you say than what you say. You said the same
thing.
thing.
It's more of how you say something than what you say.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I had to, like... I almost just had to make those mistakes myself and, like, learn the hard way before, like, I fully understood that concept.
Yeah. So then, so what are some of, like, the pickup lines? Let's go to that.
I had, I'm actually trying to think back. I'll start with some of my friends from college because these were pretty bad. So they were, a lot of them read The Game by Neil Strauss, the pickup artist book. And so...
Well, and you did too.
I did too, but not at that same time as them.
Oh, okay.
I read a little bit then, but I didn't fully read it till later.
Okay.
But so they were all about, like, he called them negs, like, backhanded compliments.
Oh, okay.
It's like, you don't want to give a girl, like, a direct compliment. You got to, like, put her down a little bit to, like...
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And so I remember one friend, I mean, he's a really good friend, and I actually thought it was pretty funny. But I don't know if it was ever successful, but I remember, like, one time he, or not even just one time, there was, like, a time period, let's say, like, a week.
This was, like, his line.
It was a line. So it was winter, so a lot of girls were wearing coats or, like, sweaters or whatever.
Yeah.
And so he'd walk up to a girl and be like, "Oh my god, I love that sweater. Did your grandma get that for you?"
What?
Yeah. So it's like, compliment, I like your sweater, but then he would end it with, like, oh, like, it's kind of, like, tacky, like, did your grandma get that? Or it's, like, not stylish.
Yeah.
And that was, like, his version of a neg. And I think sometimes the girls would, like, chuckle, like, haha, that was silly. Or, like, other times they'd be, like, somewhat insulted.
Yeah.
Or, like, too, like, insulting. Like, no, like, I got this myself. This is a great jacket. Like, they'd kind of defend the jacket.
Yeah.
And,
I would just be like, why would you think what? I would just be so confused by that. Like, what? What are you trying to say?
Yeah, I mean, that's like... but it's, like, it's a line that you're just, like, throwing out there.
Yeah.
You know, trying to, like, be funny and silly, but also, like, follow this, like, neg philosophy that you think is, like, gonna work.
Yeah, okay. I don't know how I feel about that one. Actually, I do know how I feel. That's weird. Okay, next.
What were some other ones? I'm trying to, like, dig into the memory banks. So a lot of my friends, like, didn't use pickup lines, though.
Oh, wait. So, sticking with the neg.
Yeah.
Does that stand for, like, negative?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Because there is this one line, and I don't know if it's a pickup line or what, but I don't know. But, like, it has been said to me many times, and so I never realized, and now I'm wondering, is it, like, this kind of a thing? Is it, like, a neg or whatever? So it's like a guy would be like, do you have a sister that's a model? And I'd be like, what? Like, what does that even mean? Do I have a sister who is a model?
It's like he wants to call you attractive, but, like, in a very indirect way.
Right? And Yeah, and it was like, no, I don't even have a sister. Like, what? Like, but like, I
Yeah,
swear
there's a bit to unpack there.
that's been said to me like at least 3 times.
Yeah.
At least. And so I'm like, is this some weird pickup line or like? But also, I get people all the time telling me I look really familiar. Like guys and girls all the time. They're like, you look so familiar. And I'm like, I get that all the time. So I don't know if maybe it's also that. And so if like somebody, if they're like being genuine, like I really look like somebody, but like, I don't know. I don't know if it's a pickup line or what it is, but I'm like, do I have a sister who's a model? Well, where do I even go with that? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that one's a bit odd.
Yeah. So I
Because
don't.
yeah, to address the topic, do you even have a sister?
Yeah, like no, I don't have a sister, so no.
And then it's like, are you like indirectly calling me attractive, or
Yeah.
are you trying to like meet my sister, or like what's going on
Right?
here?
Like exactly. It's just very strange. And I'm always like, I don't know how to take that, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
so I'm like, I usually am just like, no, I don't have a sister.
yeah, yeah. That
Boom,
one's.
done.
I'm sure it's a pickup line. I'm sure it's like been like spread. It's like in a book, or it's like on some like Reddit forum or something.
Yeah.
Some like pickup forum where like
Yeah.
many guys have seen it or using it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just very strange to me. And or like yeah, like I'm somewhat attractive, but like my sister is more attractive because she's the model. Like so that's like the neg or something.
I don't think that one's a nig.
I don't know.
There's usually like a clear backhanded.
Okay.
Like, there's a clear like, poke at an insult there.
Yeah.
That one, I mean, maybe, but it's not very clear.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, that one's weird.
I'll hop into some. So back when I was single, this was almost 10 years ago.
Yeah. Wow, you're
when I first
old.
started, when I was like newly single, I was
Yeah.
like, man, I've been out of the game for so long. Like,
Mm-hmm.
let me read some dating books and
Yeah.
see what kind of pickup lines I can add to my my arsenal here.
Oh, jeez.
And so
Here we go.
I still have these notes. And so I filtered through a lot. I kind of like the more like, I don't know, like silly, subtle, like playful ones.
Yeah.
And I tried some of these. I'd say they usually didn't work, but sometimes they were just enough to get the conversation started.
Yeah.
I think pretty much every time a woman would call me out and be like, "Oh, is that one of your lines?"
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "Oh no, I just wanted to like come over and say something stupid just so I can come talk to you."
Yeah.
I would just like play it off, but it was clearly a line.
Yeah. So yes, you just wanted to say something so I could come over and talk to you, aka it's a line.
Yeah, but I like didn't want to admit it was a line.
Yeah.
So here's one. It's like, did you come all the way over here just to flirt with me? Even though you're the one walking up to them.
Yeah.
So you're like,
Yeah.
pinning it on them, even though like clearly you're the one that's doing that.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was kind of playful. It's silly. This one I used often, and
Uh-huh.
it kind of worked. And so if there's an open seat, like at a bar,
Yeah.
and there's an attractive girl you want to go talk to,
Mm-hmm.
you can walk up, take the seat, and be like, "Oh my god, that's so sweet of you. Did you save this seat for me?"
Okay, I could see that. And see, okay, so here's the thing. It really is all about the confidence.
Yeah.
Because even if I'm like not interested, if you sit down and you're like, "Oh my god, did you save this seat for me? That's so sweet."
Yeah.
I like okay, yeah, I would probably like chuckle and be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
haha, that was funny." But like
It's playful. It's like fun and
Yeah.
playful.
yeah.
There's no like. It's also like you're not like directly hitting on them. It's just like,
Yeah.
I like that one. I use that one a lot just because it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was like just playful and silly enough, and it just got you talking.
Yeah, exactly. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that being like kind of funny. As long as you're like at like an actual bar or something and you're not like at a table sliding up to somebody.
Yeah, that'd be creepy.
Yeah, because I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Get away from
They're
me.
out to dinner with like friends or family.
Yeah. Okay, so I could see that one. And again, it is all about like the energy and the confidence behind it.
Yeah. That'd be funny though if you did that and like there was like a kid there, like a baby, and they're like, "Oh no, but I saved this seat for you." It's like kid seat. Burn. I tried this one once and it went terribly.
Oh no.
So it's kind of along the same lines as the seat one, but like say someone like has a drink, like obviously like most people have drinks when they're out.
Yeah.
So you walk up and be like and just say, "Hey, thanks for buying me this drink," and you like reach for the drink.
Oh my god.
But you don't actually grab it.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you trying to roofie me or what? Get the hell away from me.
Actually, I kind of messed it up. The actual line is, "Hey, thanks, I've been waiting for that," and then like slowly reach for the drink.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
I don't know.
no.
When you're reaching for someone's drink, that's probably just too.
Yeah, that's a little too much.
Too
maybe
invasive.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't reach for someone else's drink because then, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be like, are you trying to drug me or what? But I could oh, did you buy that for me? But see, that kind of a thing, no, that for me, I'd be like, no, get away from me, gross. Like the seat thing was funny, but the drink thing to me is not.
Yeah, it's a little too invasive.
Even without the reach, even if you just like pointed at the drink, and I don't know, I don't like that one.
Yeah.
But the seat one I kind of liked.
This one's not really I mean, it could be used as like an opener, but it's probably like better used a little into a conversation. So these next are kind of similar. So you'd say, "You're not fooling me. I see those devil horns hidden under that halo."
Oh, okay.
Or, "You seem like a sweetheart, but I can already tell just by looking at you that you're trouble." So you're just trying to like...
Trying to bait them?
Trying to bait them and be like, yeah, like... Or just be like... I don't know, just try to not be so like... You know, robotic and just like nice and like complimenting.
Mm-hmm.
Just add a little more spice in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Those would definitely have to just like come up naturally within the conversation. Like,
yeah, those need to be like well timed. Like after, I don't know, she says something like
feisty,
or like
mm-hmm.
not like
not
nice almost.
But at that point, don't you just want to like be yourself if you're already like into the conversation, right? You've already gotten in, so then just like. Right? Like, don't you just want to be yourself?
But I guess you could also approach someone like that and be like, "Oh, you seem like a sweetheart, but I can already tell just by looking at you that you're trouble." Like, you could approach a woman and say that.
Yeah.
It's pretty like... Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you're just playfully assuming that they're...
Yeah, I don't think... No.
I want to say like a bad girl, but, just like...
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like it.
I never actually used that one, but...
I don't like it.
What
else? Any others?
Yeah, there's quite a few. So this one was funny. So you walk up and say, "Did you invite all these people? I thought it'd just be us."
Oh, yeah. Okay, see, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like
Sweet, like, playful, there's some misdirection there.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like playful and silly. And so yeah, it's just like the seat one. Like obviously I know you're not being serious and like obviously I know you're just trying to talk to me, but it's like it's playful and to me it feels like opening. Like you really are like opening this conversation.
Yeah.
Whereas the other ones are just like it's like you're trying too hard. You're not like you're trying too hard to like get to me and not just like talk to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess because that one like ends with like the focus of like us.
Us. Yeah. Yeah. And I guess same with like the seat thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's also like, it's implying that. It's almost like assuming and implying that like your friends like you know each other already.
Mm-hmm.
You save seats for your friends.
Yeah.
Like people you know.
Yeah.
What else? I'll go through a few more. This one's kind of funny. "I know you probably don't get much attention from guys whatsoever, so I thought I'd come over, strike up conversation, and brighten up your day." You're welcome.
Wow. Okay, that one is a neg,
That
right?
one's definitely an egg, yeah.
Like, oh, you clearly oh, I'm taking pity on you and I'm gonna come talk to you. Wow,
Yeah.
no.
But obviously, if it's like an
No.
attractive woman, like that's obviously not true. So
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
still.
more of
I
like
don't.
sarcasm or irony, like in your approach,
Yeah.
because it's like, yeah, obviously the opposite happens, but
Yeah. Nah. I don't like that one.
no,
No. And again, it's just like it's trying too hard. It's like you're just trying too hard to talk to me, you know,
yeah.
or to like come up with a reason to talk to me. So
Okay, this one's kind of along the same lines. It's a neg, a slightly different direction. So you walk over, say, "Hey, I saw you checking me out. I was afraid that if I didn't come and say hi, you'd follow me home later."
wow. Okay. Oh my god.
Oh, this one's funny too. Probably not very successful, but I walked by twice and you didn't flag me down, try to grab my ass or anything. What's going on over here?
Oh my god. No.
That one's arrogant for sure.
Yeah. Okay. No.
Oh, so this one goes and like just like it's so direct.
Oh no.
But it's kind of funny. How's it going? We're out picking up chicks.
Oh my god.
It's
Okay.
so direct. I think it's funny.
Oh god. See, that is really stupid, but like exactly. It's like said the right way. It's kind of funny,
Yeah.
you know? Because it's just like absurd and it's like, wow, really? Like
Yeah.
but like yeah, like but if you're not being serious, then like yeah, it's kind of funny.
There's also there's like a humor, like a vulnerability in like how honest you're being too.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of I kind of like it.
Yeah, like it's silly, but like if I was like in a good mood, I would laugh.
Yeah.
I would just be like, "Wow, how's that going for you?"
I'll just go through a few more.
Okay.
That one's kind of. Here's another nig.
Oh no.
Hey, I have a policy of meeting the hottest girl when I go out. My name is so and so. Say Mike. So do you know her? And then you point to some other girl.
I already knew where that was going as soon
Yeah.
as you started.
Here's some other like not negs, just kind of silly ones.
Mm-hmm.
So this when you say, "I'm lost. I can't find my friends and I'm scared." Remember when we were kids and you could make new friends whenever you wanted? All you had to do was say, "Want to be my friend? Do you guys want to be my new friends?"
Oh my god. I don't know how I feel about that. That's like
I'm gonna be a lot at once.
yeah, that's like a lot.
Yeah.
Like I don't
It's
know.
a little needy too.
Yeah.
There's some more direct ones. Hey, you're cute. I just had to come over and find out if you're as friendly as you are stunning. Otherwise, I'd be kicking myself all night.
Now, if you said that, like honestly, like if you honestly felt that way, yeah. I mean, I might not talk to you depending on what's going on, but I'd be like, oh, well, that was very sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you said that with honesty and not like, oh, I'm going to say this line. Like you were saying how you would be like, I have this line memorized and I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
But if you were just like being genuine and like, wow, you're stunning. Like I just wanted to come and tell you that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, wow, thank you.
Yeah.
And not being creepy about it, but just being like, I just wanted to tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more direct. You're not trying to like be silly or playful or like roundabout about it. You're just like, yeah, I'm into you. Like I find you stunning, and I also want to know more about you.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you're being genuine, I would totally respond well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's another one along the same lines. Do you know who you remind me of? Someone I want to meet. You have a great smile and give off a really warm energy.
Okay, like again, but see again, that's just like if you truly felt that way and we're being honest, then yeah. But if you're like, "Oh, I'm just going to say this because it's a line and I think it'll work," then no. So it's like it's just taking those ideas and being like, "What is true to me about this woman over there?" Wow, like her smile is really great. So I'm just going to go tell her, "You have a really beautiful smile. I just wanted to tell you that."
Yeah.
You know, like that kind of just like, but being honest about it and or like changing whatever the line is to make it honest. Maybe it's the eyes, or maybe it is her sweater, or maybe it is, something, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then it's called a compliment.
Yeah.
Like just give a fucking compliment.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like some guys, including myself back then, like you're just trying. I don't know. You feel like you have to like say something unique or clever to stand out.
Yeah.
And so sometimes like a direct compliment or just like a common compliment just seems like it's too simple.
Yeah.
That's how I felt sometimes.
Yeah. But it's not if it's genuine.
Yeah.
Now, if you're just like, "Oh, okay, I'm going to compliment her. I'm going to compliment her jacket." But you don't really mean it, then again, it's like it's the energy behind it. I'm going to be like, "Okay, that was a fake ass compliment, whatever."
Yeah.
But like again, if you're being genuine, then it's going to come across that way and it'll work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all about positive energy, the confidence.
Yeah.
The authenticity.
Mhm. Yeah, and being genuine or just being playful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of those. If you can like combine all of those into, what you say, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And you're probably starting off well.
Yeah.
So the last type of opener they called them was the opinion opener.
Oh, the opinion opener.
It's asking for a female perspective on something.
Oh, okay.
Saying like, you guys look like you might be experts. I'd like to get a female perspective on something. Other things could be like, what is it? Are you a dog or cat person? And then like talk about like, like the common traits of like cats versus dogs, and like how that could play over into someone's personality.
Yeah.
Like if someone's a little more like, I guess it's kind of stereotypical, but if they're a little more like independent, but like a little selfish and a little standoffish at times, they can be the cat. But if they're like,
oh, so I'm a cat person.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm definitely a dog person.
Well, yeah, and we already know that. I am a cat person, and we already know that. Maybe you don't already know that, people listening. But yeah, I am a cat person, and you are a dog person. But I think those stereotypical traits totally apply to the both of us.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely something to it.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then what else is here? One about like a friend having a girlfriend that still talks to his ex. Do you think it's fair to his current girlfriend? Here's a silly one. Like, oh, what do you guys think? Should I dye my hair blonde? Just like some stupid comment.
Random. Yeah, see, those kinds of things, I'm like, if you, as an opener, no, because I'm like, who are you? Why are you talking to me? Why are you asking me this question? I don't know. Like, I'm like,
yeah.
No.
It's like, go ask your friend that.
Yeah, like, go ask someone else. Like, I don't know. Like, why are you asking me this?
Yeah.
Yeah, those, for me at least, I'm like, no, go away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you don't, like, get their attention right off the bat, you're just kind of, like, done.
Yeah.
Unless you, like, pivot quickly.
Yeah.
This one I thought was funny at the time. So it's like, it isn't a, or is it? Yeah, it's an opinion opener, but it's like a totally made up scenario.
Mm-hmm.
So you say, hey girls, are you good drivers? My friends and I are robbing a bank across the street, and guess what? The driver screwed us over. All you need to do is pick us up at 9 a.m. and drive us to the airport. Don't worry, you'll get 3%. And then this guy, like, who would come up with it, he said, oh, this always leads into good conversation with good energy. And they always want to negotiate their percentage. That one could be fun. It's just like,
yeah,
it's silly and playful.
Yeah. Again, I don't know how I would feel about that, like, as an opener, because I'd be like, who are you and why? I don't know.
That one I would have thought was funny, like, in my mid-20s, like early to mid-20s,
Yeah.
just to be like super playful. But now it's a little, I don't know, I view it as a little more like childish almost.
Yeah.
But it's still, I think it's still fun and clever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got some more on there, but that's probably good.
So I guess basically through talking about all these pickup lines, it doesn't really matter what you say. It's more just about like being genuine and being honest and
Yeah.
being yourself,
Yeah,
right?
that's like the best books I read. They really touched all about that.
Mm-hmm.
They're more about like as a man, like you want to create this like identity and this like persona of like who you really want to be. Like you want to make it like your authentic self.
Yeah.
And then like you want to like portray that authentic self as like as best as you can.
Yeah.
And communicating like a lot of communication is nonverbal, so it is about like how you say something, your body language, your facial expressions, hand gestures, like all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I found that to be most important because it's not it's not just like contained in one like silly little line that's gonna like end right after you say it.
Yeah.
You still have to continue the conversation.
Yeah, exactly. You still have to have a conversation.
You still have to be a person after that. So it's like
yeah.
I always found those to be like the best bits of advice because it's definitely more long term, more meaningful.
Yeah. Yeah, because the whole point is to like get to know somebody and to have them get to know you for who you really are, not for this line.
Yeah.
That's
why everyone at the end of the game, for those who have read it, like a lot of those guys are just sad and depressed because like they were able to like attract like some woman here and there with these lines and these like this like step-by-step strategy almost.
Yeah.
But it just so wasn't authentic and it wasn't them. Like they didn't have any, I don't know, like any self-identity or like persona or confidence to like fall back on.
Yeah.
Like, true confidence to like continue on these relationships. So they'd usually like there'd be like this like attractiveness period, like I'm into you, you're into me, but like it just would kind of fizzle out and it would never like move on beyond that.
Well, yeah, because there's like the follow through aspect.
Yeah.
Right. It's not just about like, great, I've started the conversation with you, woo. That's just the very beginning. You have to like.
It started out exciting, but it would just like fizzle off.
Yeah.
Because these guys hadn't like worked on. They didn't have like. They weren't authentic. They didn't have like a true like persona. Like they didn't know. They probably just didn't really know how to like continue these relationships.
Yeah.
You can't just keep using lines all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So they would just like rinse, wash, repeat.
Yeah.
And eventually it was just like frustrating and annoying, and it's like probably just led to like a good amount of meaningless sex. That just eventually you just can't keep doing that.
Yeah.
And be happy.
So what?
It was almost like the book was almost just like a warning.
Mm-hmm.
Like these gimmicks we use, like they worked up to a point.
Yeah.
But then after that, like if you want to find like true happiness, like that's something that you need to like internally work on.
Yeah. So then what books did you read that were more about that?
So the two I can remember, there's one, I think I mentioned him in an earlier episode, but one was I should have him written down. It's by a guy named Richard LaRuina. I think his was called The Natural.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as you can tell in the title, The Natural.
Yeah.
It's about just being more authentic, like being so authentic that like it comes across as just being natural.
Yeah.
Like, you're just naturally attracted to women.
Yeah.
There's another book, David D'Angelo, Double Your Dating. That was pretty good. A little less like insightful as some of these other ones, but there was some good advice there. Mm-hmm. And then the other one I really liked was Mark Manson. The author is Mark Manson. It was called Models. Mm-hmm. And let me see. Yeah, those are the two main ones.
Okay.
Oh, and then another one, Tawa the Badass. That was pretty good. That was a little more like, it was step by step. I actually thought that one was cool because there was quite a bit of psychology in there.
Okay.
I guess this guy had studied psychology for quite a bit, and so he's trying to incorporate what he learned in his psychology class with dating.
Mm-hmm.
And so like he broke like the dating process down to like 4 different steps. Like the first phase was the attraction phase,
Mm-hmm.
and then oh man, it's been a while. Yeah, I think attraction, rapport, seduction, and then like relationship
Mm-hmm.
balance or management.
Mm.
I
Okay.
thought it was good. Like I thought, that's probably like how a lot of relationships go.
Yeah.
So I thought it was an insightful breakdown.
Yeah.
And he was saying like a lot of guys falter, like they misstep because they jump the attraction phase and they try to get straight into the rapport phase by asking a lot of questions,
Mm-hmm.
like trying to get to know someone, like, oh, where are you from, where do you work,
Yeah.
what do you like doing, what's your family like,
Yeah.
the rapport building questions that you like ask friends. You're like, if you're trying to get to know someone better,
Yeah.
you ask. And so like that's how you get like friend zoned, is if you like jump the attraction phase into the rapport phase.
Okay.
Like, there's something to that. Yeah. I could see that from my own experience and from
I get that.
just seeing friends and how they, their experiences too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's a good insight there.
Yeah,
I
get that.
It's more of like the bigger picture look.
Yeah.
Of like dating and relationships.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we'll link all of the books in the show notes. So if anyone is interested or wants to know more, they can look at that. Because I remember during like quarantine when you were going through those books and I was looking at some of them. Yeah, there was some like really interesting stuff in there about like psychology or just about like, really working on your own self and doing the inner work to be able to attract the kind of person that you want.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of along like, it was kind of along the same lines of like the inner work that you had done.
Yeah.
But it was just geared towards men and dating.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I actually thought there was some good stuff in some of those books. Not the game. I've never read that one. Yeah. But like some of the other books that we will link.
That book's just very well written. I mean, Neil Strauss is a great writer.
Yeah.
It's like the stories are very intriguing, very in-depth and detailed.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of like maybe getting good like substantial advice on how to improve yourself, probably not the best. Yeah. Yeah. They each have their own pros and cons.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, anything else?
Did I ever use any pickup lines on you? I don't think I did.
No, because we also weren't, when we met, we weren't in that kind of environment. It was different. Yeah. Yeah.
We were out in like a big music festival. Yeah. And I could have used a line, but I didn't.
No, neither one of us talked.
All nonverbal communication.
Yeah, all nonverbal communication.
In the
beginning, yeah.
And then we did have a good conversation later in the night, though.
Yeah, no, we did.
When we were definitely walking around looking at our installations.
Yeah, exactly.
We're like, okay, there's no more loud music. Like, we're in a good mental space to talk now.
Yeah, well, and that's the other thing. Yeah, we were like at a music festival, like at the stage. We couldn't talk. Yeah. There was no way. But so no, you never used a pickup line, but we also weren't in that kind of environment.
Yeah. It's probably a good thing. It prevented me from saying anything stupid.
Right? Exactly.
Cool. That worked
out. Okay, so moral of the story. I guess certain pickup lines can work as long as they're genuine or delivered with playfulness. Yeah. It's kind of the conclusion we've come to.
I think if they're just like either just playful and silly to get like a good positive energy flowing. Yeah. Then they can work. But you also have to like properly transition from the pickup line too.
Well, yeah, of course. Then you have to like keep it going.
That's an important part too. Like then your like true personality kicks in. Yeah. You can't just like the line's over. Like it's a good start, but you got to carry it after that.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if you want to go like the more like kind of sincere direct route.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that can be successful too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little more all or nothing because it's like you're directly like stating your desire for this person, like and the fact that you're attracted to them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I don't know. I guess they don't have to make a decision in the moment whether they're attracted to you or not, but
Yeah.
you're definitely putting yourself out there a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like when that has happened to me, I've always given a good response. I might not want to talk to you more, or I might not want to like actually continue the conversation or whatever, depending on, how I'm feeling or what's going on. But like, I'll at least give like a good response of like a thank you or wow, that was very nice or like whatever. I'm not just going to blow you off. Whereas if you use some cheesy pickup line and you're being dumb, then yeah, I'm just going to blow you off and be like, get away from me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But still, at the end of the day, for me, I think just being like, situational funny,
Yeah.
or just I don't know, just being just trying to be more natural about it.
Yeah.
Meaning, just like just try to bring up something that like is like in both your guys' world at that time.
Yeah.
And like talk about that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's an easy way.
Yeah. All right. I think we've covered a lot of pickup lines.
We've covered a lot. Okay, I think that's it.
Yeah.
All right, there you have it. Our conversation about pickup lines. I hope it made you laugh as much as it made us laugh. We had a ton of fun with this one. Okay, so next week we are going to have a guest on the show. I'm really excited. We are going to be talking to a friend of mine who is an astrologer, and we're going to be looking at my birth chart and Mike's birth chart and looking at how astrology has played into Mike and I choosing to be polyamorous. We're going to kind of look at all of that, how it all ties together. I absolutely love astrology. Mike has started to like it. I don't know if he would actually ever say that, but he asks me about it, and we love talking about it. So I'm really excited to have this guest on next week. It's going to be a really interesting episode, and I hope you like it as much as I do. So that's it for this week. As always, please subscribe to our channel on whatever platform you're listening on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, whatever. Please subscribe and rate our podcast. 5-star rating would be amazing. But if you can rate and review our podcast, that would be wonderful because it's helping and it's working. Every week we are reaching more and more people, and it is so cool to hear from all of you. So if you are a brand new listener, or if you've been listening for a little while now, I would love to hear from you. Please reach out to me. My Instagram is @_Elisa.Janelle. I would love to hear from you and talk to you. And if you want to reach out to Mike, you can reach out to him at my Instagram, and I will relay the message to him, and he will respond to you. Or you can email us at poly+amor=us8@gmail.com. And all of that is below in the show notes too. All right, that is it for this weekend. For this week. Yeah. That is it for this week. And yeah, stay tuned next week for a really fun and exciting episode.